All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Now, today's topic, well, it's a little bit different, a little juicy, you could say.
Huh.
We're diving into the factors that make people attractive.
Oh, no, that's a topic that's got layers to it. It's a real mix of psychology, sociology, even a bit of evolutionary biology thrown in for good measure.
It really is. And you know what? We're not just pulling this out of thin air. We've actually got some really interesting material we're going to be unpacking today. And listeners, trust me on this, you're going to want to stick around for this one. You might even want to take some notes. It's that good.
Definitely. This is relevant for everyone.
Okay, so the source material, it jumps right into this idea of confidence being, well, key. You know, like that saying, confidence is silent, insecurities are loud. I always think about that because it really shows how self-doubt can really get in the way of making a connection, which, when you think about it, is kind of everything when it comes to attraction.
Right. And what's interesting is that studies have actually shown that when someone's confident, they're seen as more, well, competent. And this is even if their actual skills are the same as someone less confident.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. And it's that perception of, hey, they've got it going on that then sort of spills over into attraction.
Yeah.
So in a way, confidence is like this shortcut to hinting at all these other good qualities,
Yeah. That's a really good point. It's not just about you feeling good. It's the message you're sending out without even realizing it. So we've got this internal thing, confidence, but then our source material, it takes it outward and says, hey, showing genuine interest in another person. Now that's attractive.
Absolutely. And you know why? Because at our core, we all crave being seen and understood. When someone genuinely wants to know about the things you're passionate about, the things you've been through, it's incredibly validating. It makes you feel like, wow, this person really sees me.
It's like when you meet someone and you just click, you know that feeling, right? There's
Yeah.
instant spark because they're not just talking at you, they actually want to engage with your world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what else is engaging? This might sound a little counterintuitive, but our source talks about maintaining a sense of mystery.
Oh, okay. So not like playing games or being intentionally distant.
Exactly. We're not talking about playing hard to get.
Mm.
Instead, think of it like, remember that feeling when you're really engrossed in a good book or a film? You get totally hooked because you want to know what happens next. Our brains are wired to crave that novelty, that anticipation.
It's like that slow burn,
Yeah.
that keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Yes. And that same feeling, that discovery, well, that can be incredibly powerful when it comes to attraction. It keeps things interesting.
And speaking of sparking things, our source also talks about humor. And let me tell you, I am fully on board with this one. I really believe that a well-timed joke or even just a shared laugh can completely turn around an interaction. Like I remember this one time I was on this really awkward date.
Oh, no. Tell me more.
Oh, it was rough. We were at this super stuffy restaurant, and I just blurted out this really dumb joke about the menu. I mean, it was ridiculous. And to my surprise, my date just burst out laughing, and that was it. That laugh broke the ice, and we actually had a really good time after that.
It's amazing, right, how laughter can just bring people together like
Yeah.
that. There's actual science behind it.
Yeah.
When we laugh, our brain releases endorphins,
Mm-hmm.
and those are like little mood boosters that can make us feel closer to someone.
It's like a fast track to feeling comfortable. And
Yeah,
you know what else is good for feeling good? Self-care, which our source brings up. And I think it's so important to remember that it's about way more than just like how we look.
100%. It's about taking care of your mental and physical well-being because that affects everything, your
Yeah.
energy, your attitude, the way you carry yourself in the world. When you feel good about yourself on the inside, it shows.
And other people, they pick up on that, right? They can tell when someone's got that good energy.
Sure.
Our source goes on to talk about being supportive and creating shared experiences. I feel like those two are super connected, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Think about it. When you're supportive of someone's passions, their dreams, their goals, you show them that you're invested in them, that you care about their happiness. It creates this deeper bond between you.
And then when you add in shared experiences on top of that, like traveling, trying out a new restaurant, even just tackling a project together, those moments turn into memories that strengthen that connection.
Exactly. It's like you're building a story together, and that's incredibly powerful.
And that brings us to the last point from the source. And honestly, it's maybe the most important. Being genuine, being your true self.
You know, in a world where everyone's crafting these perfect online personas, there's something so refreshing about someone who's just Real.
It's about letting people see the real you and finding those who appreciate you for it, not for some version of you that you think they want.
Right. And those authentic connections, those are the ones that tend to be the most fulfilling, the ones that last.
So it's not about forcing it, trying to be someone you're not. Attraction, when you get down to it, is about owning the things that make you, the things that make you unique, and being open to connecting with others authentically.
I love that. And listeners, here's a little something to think about. As you go about your day, pay attention to how these ideas show up in your own life. Do you notice them in your relationships? How do they play out in the way you connect with others?
Think about it.